Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Move to strike the last word. Mr. Chairman, first I want to applaud you and the diligent work that we've had in this committee and the thoughtful discussion we've had respect to a very complex issue in the financial sector. And while I certainly believe much progress has been made in this area with the legislation we've been going over today, I do believe that some differences still remain on the best way to address those complex instruments. I want to speak just briefly in support of the Garrett alternative as a better way to make the regulatory changes that our economy needs right now and still address the shortcomings that we have in the current market. While there certainly have been some bad actors in this sector of the financial system that have been exhibited by short-term speculation, questionable instruments like credit default swaps, and completely reshaping this market now with legislation could actually harm these end users, consumers, and job growth. And we've heard right here, many businesses use derivatives to manage various risks associated with operating their business. In fact, several Minnesota companies came to this committee and testified regarding the very valuable role that derivatives play in their business operations. Now, these were not companies that contributed to the financial crisis. These were not companies that needed to be bailed out by the federal government or asked to be bailed by the federal government, These were companies that used derivatives to hedge risk. And these companies now use this as a valuable tool. They are valuable job creators. They are good corporate citizens. And quite honestly, they are fighting every day to compete in a global economy. And if we take away or if we overly restrict these valuable tools for these companies to manage their risk, we're going to see increased volatility and price fluctuations in food and energy markets and a loss of general dynamism in the United States and our American economy. So I do think that the Garrett alternative is a better alternative. It's targeted, it's strategic, it addresses the problems in the derivatives market while preserving that broad value that we've heard in testimony that these valuable instruments can provide. And I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
I thank them.